EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll toss it to Breida. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss. Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down. 1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. And they'll go on the ground. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey! Set a tone, fella. Wait! Wait! He's moving! He's moving, boy! Wait!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hurry up! Hurry up! 13! 6!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that does.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. 21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they try the right side here. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
I'm ready. Back 25.
On 1st down, Ryan. And down he goes. goes. The 49ers get there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He sets to fight. And this is taken in at the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Flush to it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 70 yards. From the gun, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10.
21.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. The gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Giants extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Black 80! Black 80! 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. 180!
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And now he'll tuck it and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
20! 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Black 80! 180! 2!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Black 80! 180! 13! 12!
Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check. 21. They'll
go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, wait.
On second down, Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards.
That's what I do. Hey, got it. 11.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
13.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
21. Wait. 12.
Garoppolo to throw on third and long. James has it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's back to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now a handoff looking right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He'll look to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Gun. Under 10, and go!
Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.